Hi everybody. Lacking in motivation can be quite hard, tough once it gets a grip because it can affect our functioning, making it hard to do normal day-to-day things. Normally it reflects on our moods, how we feel, like our mood, and also as well reflecting it's normally associated reflecting on depression side of mental health problems. It can also be as well through difficult situations that we may have found tough to do. So the lacking in motivation, it may be hard, it's tough, like I said, finding it very difficult to function just doing things. It could be, you may have something that you want to do, but you just cannot do it. It's not the fact that you don't want to do it, it's the fact that you just cannot do it. It's how it makes you feel within yourself. It's a lot of negative around it. Normally our thoughts, when we feed our thoughts with negative, like dwelling on, like ruminating, dwelling on how we're feeling, dwelling on because we feel we can't do those things, it feeds a lot of negative, and those thoughts, the mind, it starts to digest those thoughts, those negative thoughts. So it's learning really to change that thought process, change that thought pattern towards something that is negative. Now it's not easy at first, so it's building back your motivation. First of all, you have to really start off small, because it could be just the small things that you find difficult doing. So starting off small, like one or two things, starting off with one or two things that's gonna get you back on track, to get you a bit more motivated again. It's like having some goals, setting out some goals. So even maybe writing down maybe a couple of things to start off with, goals that you can do to try and achieve and to overcome that feeling of lacking in motivation. So starting off small, because if you start off with too much, it becomes difficult, it becomes overwhelming. So you have to start small. So write down a couple of goals there that you want to do to help with your motivation, to help change that, how you're feeling, to something, going towards something that's going to make you feel better and give you a bit of confidence again, building on your confidence again, the positive, putting towards a bit of positive, because when you feel positive, things are a lot more easier to do. So maybe starting off with, now a lot of the time when you're feeling like with mental health problems, like the depressive side of things, the depressive symptoms side of things as well, is either too much sleep. So starting off with like sleep, you either get too much sleep or you don't get enough sleep, and that in itself could affect your mood. So it's building on your mood of being a bit more positive. So maybe trying to get back into a routine and just having at least say 8 hours sleep. I think they say 8 hours is enough. Mornings, in the morning, sometimes you really got to push yourself to get out of bed, because the longer you're led in bed, the harder it gets. Over time it just gets harder and harder, and you get into that, stuck in a rut of actually doing that. So in the morning when you wake up, just get straight out of bed. That's the only thing you can do, is just, no matter how hard it is to just get out of bed. Because as soon as you do that, you're learning to break that cycle of that habit that you've been doing before, of just maybe hiding away in bed, ruminating on how you're feeling. So that takes that away. It may be difficult, like I said, it's not going to work overnight. It may take a few attempts or more, but it's something that you have to persist on doing each day, each morning, to just keep trying until you eventually, the more you try, you will eventually succeed. And it's all about persistence as well, and never to give up, because you may have had a time where you could not do that. So as well as giving you some inspiration there, you need something that's going to give you some encouragement, inspiration to help with your motivation. So maybe writing down some positive affirmations, something that's going to give you, inspire you, and give you that encouragement to build back on your motivation. Like, I can do it, I can do this, I will get through this. You know, it's giving yourself some hope, a bit of hope and encouragement and inspiration. So writing down something like that, something positive, some affirmations that each morning, like, put it somewhere where you can see it when you wake up in the morning, and you can read it each morning. And the more you do that, you will start to digest that. You will start to digest what you've wrote down, your thoughts. It will help with how you're thinking towards it. You'll start to feel, it will give you that a bit more positive within yourself. So that's another thing. So that's two things as well. Maybe goals to set up as well. And it's all about having a purpose. Like, these goals you set out is all about having a purpose. Maybe giving yourself something each day, so it's giving you a purpose to actually get out of bed, to give you that encouragement. Could be anything you wish to do. You know, write these things down, write them down. Something that's going to make you feel positive each day, and give you that sense of purpose to actually get out of bed. Because that's one of the things that happens when some people may lose, lack in motivation, is just staying in bed, maybe not sleeping properly at night, oversleeping and so forth. The sleeping pattern gets out of source, and like I said, that in itself can affect our moods. So it's all about changing your mindset, creating a new habit, a new way of how you're feeling in a positive way. So having a purpose, maybe, I mean, they say socialising is very good. Socialising is very good. It can be difficult at first, though, for some people, if you're feeling like that. You know, I'm not saying all this is going to happen overnight. It's not easy to do once you're in that moment of feeling like you're lacking in motivation. It's tough to just think, yeah, I will do that. You know, I will go and do that. It takes time, but eventually you will overcome that, and you'll start to feel confident within yourself. So it's like having a purpose as well, to help you set you off on your day. Maybe a friend, like meeting up for a coffee with somebody, having a chat. You know, there's different ways, so it gives you a sense of purpose of doing something as well. Also as well, maybe when you get up, you know, you're starting off on this routine of trying to be more motivated. Maybe going for a walk each day, each morning, try to push yourself just to go for a walk, whether it's 30 minutes a day or so. They say exercise is very good because that will help. It releases them endorphins. It gives you the good feeling, that gives you the natural high. So that will give you a sense of feeling a bit more positive. So once you start to change your mood like that, your mood starts to change a bit more positive. It will build on your confidence, and it will start to build again on your motivation as well. Other things you can do is having a journal. Now you need that headspace because sometimes those negative thoughts can become quite overwhelming. So it's like having a journal and writing down, like getting out those negative thoughts to give yourself a bit of space in your head so you can process things like your emotions a bit better. That's very good. Even writing down something that, like, positive things that you know, like positive things about yourself, because we all have positive things towards ourselves. You know, positive things, like writing down the little things that we forget about, like, say for example, that it's quite easy not to appreciate what the things you have in general, like, you know, I have a nice home, my family are very supportive, you know, just things that make you feel positive, maybe writing those down as well. And another thing as well, it's very important to have a support network, just some people that you can talk to from time to time that can help you. You know that it's going to give you that encouragement and hope when you may start along, you know, you may start to feel a bit lacking in motivation again. So you've got somebody to turn to, talk to, that's going to inspire you and give you that encouragement to keep moving forward, because that's what it's all about. Your journey, when you're suffering with mental health problems, your journey is moving forward, moving to something better that's going to give you that fulfillment and happiness. And they say, you know, with mental health problems, people can live a normal life and do the things that they wish to do, and also as well live a fulfillable life. You know, it's all about what you do that's going to help you with it, to move you forward with your own journey. And always remember that when, you know, you may be in those throes of it, those difficult moments, the lacking in motivation that makes things so difficult to do. The other side of that, there is something better. There is something that's going to give you a fulfillable life. You will get past that difficult moment to that better place, to that wherever it is that's going to satisfy you and benefit you in your journey to live that fulfillable life again. And also as well, never give up on trying. Hold on to that hope, because hope will get you to where you want to get to, that better place, the other side of however you're feeling at the moment. If you know, if there's people out here and they're around and they're watching this video, if you are in that dark place, as they say, hold on to that hope. Hope will get you to the other side, to something better, a better life. And also as well, never, like I said, never give up. Don't ever doubt yourself. things do get easier over time, and that's another thing as well. Give yourself time. You know, when you do these goals, when you start to build on your motivation again to get you back on track, give yourself time, because it's not easy. It's not easy to just straight away do. Give yourself time, but you will succeed. Hold on to that hope, because you will succeed the more you do it, and you will start to feel more confident again within yourself as well. So I'm going to end the video there. Please share, because it's very important, because many people suffer lacking in motivation with mental health problems. We can all feel a bit lacking motivation sometimes, but many people can quite easily pick ourselves up again. But there are many people out there that are stuck and trying to get out of how they're feeling, like trying to build back on their motivation. So maybe this video may help, may help somebody. It could be helpful to somebody. And before I go as well, the goals that you set out to help build on your motivation, build back on your motivation, once you've succeeded in doing one of those goals, congratulate yourself that you've achieved it. You've achieved it by just by doing that, and that will give you the inspiration to move forward, to carry on, and maybe add on more goals that you can do to help build it back. And also, it's always important to have a routine, because that keeps you on track of your well-being and your mental health as well. So I'm going to end the video there. Please share. Don't forget to give us a like. If you wish to subscribe to my channel, feel free to. And see you in the next video.